What's up, guys? If you just watched my last tutorial on the swing cut, you heard me mention that there's the little brother called the swivel cut, which looks something like that. Now you can do it a little bit quicker, but basically it's the same type of movement, so let's get into it. This is a fair cut. You're going to have the deck something like that, and it will be just an honest fair cut. The deck is completely shuffled, just as if you were to do something like that. Again, this is something that you can do in your hand, though. You don't need a flat surface to do this. So what you're going to do is hold the cards in an overhand grip again. It's called an overhand grip because it's simply your hand is over the deck as such. Now, the way that I do this, and you kind of have to experiment as with all these, what works best for you, where do your fingers fit. I like to hold it in the exact same position with my middle and ring finger right there, using this finger on top. I've seen some people put it there, but I personally just like it right there. And what you're going to do with the thumb on the back is you're going to come in with your left thumb, your left hand, and your left thumb is going to take a piece of this. It doesn't matter how big or how small, again, just a good sized chunk, and you're going to swivel it over and let it fall into that hand, and then put the rest of the cards on top. And you have fairly cut the cards. So again, in the overhand position as such, come in with your left hand, and then throw the cards on top. I've also seen some people, and I do this as well sometimes, is I swing it over and then actually connect it with that finger, oops, and get a full movement there. It's kind of whatever works for you. There's no exact law on this. You just kind of do what feels good and what works for you. You're gonna need some momentum. This is kind of hard to do in slow motion, but once you get it down, it's a nice cut. The sound going into it as well just is another part of that illusion, especially if you're doing a false cut, which we'll show you in a bit, where you're combining these. That sound just kind of completes the whole cut. Now what I just showed you right there was a combination of the swing and the swivel cut. What you'll learn is that these are kind of hard to do doing them in slow motion. They do work a lot better when you're doing them in full speed. So let's just review that one last time before we move on. Overhand position, come in with your left hand, swing a piece over. Now you're going to need some momentum on this. You're going to swing it over and let it fall right into that hand and throw them on top. Alright, thanks guys.